Hey everyone, welcome to today's upper body workout. As the title suggests, we're going to be focusing on upper body. So we'll be hitting the arms, the chest, and the back. We'll have a combination of push and pull exercises. So the key to getting stronger and building strength is to add resistance to your training and to repeat those exercises, get the reps in. So today, how the structure of the workout is going to work is I have 3 supersets. We're going to repeat each superset 3 times. Each exercise is going to be 60 seconds with a 45-second break between sets. So make sure you have your screen visible and your volume turned up so that you can see and hear me, because between supersets, I'll be showing you what the next exercises are going to look like. So equipment you'll need for today is just 1 set of light to medium weight dumbbells. We will be doing a combination of body weight and weighted exercises. So grab your weights, grab some water, and let's get into the workout. All right, so first exercise, we're going to be down on our mats, face down. What you're going to do is you're going to have your hands overhead, thumbs pointed to the ceiling, and what we're going to do from here, forehead just hovering the mat, you're going to raise your arms, keeping the thumbs towards the ceiling, so squeezing your back to get your arms up into a wide position, back down, and then we're using our lats to pull our shoulders away from the ears and our elbows into our back pockets. So make sure you're squeezing your back as you pull your elbows in. Back to overhead, pull it up into a Y, use the lats to pull the shoulders back and down. We're just going to repeat this for 60 seconds. Make sure you're actively squeezing your upper back to keep your shoulders nice and high off the mat. You should really feel this in your upper back. Next exercise, we're staying on our mat, but we're coming up into a push-up position. From here, we are going to be doing eccentric push-ups. So starting at the top of the push-up position, if this is too difficult, feel free to use your knees. What you're going to do is you're going to slowly, as slowly as you can, lower yourself all the way to the floor. Assist yourself back up and repeat. So I'll show you on the knees if you're doing it on your knees. You're keeping your core nice and tight, keeping my upper back engaged, nice and slow all the way down. Help yourself back up. Okay, so we're focusing on the eccentric movement. This is a great progression to the push-up. Eccentric movements also help to tear the muscle fibers a lot easier than concentric. So if you're looking to build a little bit more muscle or progress to an exercise, try focusing on the eccentric movement. Last one, and break. Whew. Okay, so we have 40 seconds left of our break, and we're gonna repeat that superset 2 more times. So shake it out, get some water if you need to. So before we get into our weighted superset with the weights, I wanted to focus on activation and really getting those muscles awake by just using our body weight before we get into weighted exercises. All right, let's prepare. And let's get back into the superset. Starting with our Ys, engaging our back, pulling our lats to bring our shoulders back and down. Moving nice and slow, really focusing on your muscle activation. Squeezing the lats, squeezing the shoulders, squeezing the shoulder blades together. As always, I like to exhale with any squeezing, and it helps to contract the muscles just a little bit more. Switch. Whew, I can really feel that now. So we're getting into our top of the push-up position and we're getting ready for our eccentric push-ups. Slowly down, keeping the abs tight, the hips high. Try to get your chest and your hips to touch the ground at the same time. And remember to help yourself back up because we're just focusing on the coming down. Halfway. Ten seconds left. Keep pushing. Okay, break, stretch that out. Whew. I think these bodyweight exercises are underrated a lot because you can make bodyweight exercises very challenging by slowing them down and really focusing on the mind to muscle connection. Okay, we have 10 seconds to prepare. This is our last round of this set. So on our stomachs, and we're doing the Y's to the lat pull downs. Remember to keep your thumbs facing to the ceiling. That helps to keep your shoulder joints set properly. So we're activating the right muscles. To make it a little bit harder, try to hold the squeeze at the top position if you want. Challenge yourself a bit. Almost there, keep going. Switch. Getting up into our push-up position. Ready? Let's go. Nice and slow. Woo. Just go as slow as you can. Everybody will be at a different pace, and that's totally fine, as long as you're challenging yourself and keeping that core tight. Break. Okay, shake it out. We have about 40 seconds left of our break before we move on to our new superset. So for this superset, you're gonna grab your dumbbells. I'll demonstrate how to do the exercise when we start. Grab some water, stretch, shake it out if you need to. Just recover. We've got 15 seconds before we get into it again. All right, so first exercise, you're gonna grab your dumbbells. We're gonna be in a bent over position, keeping the core tight and our spine neutral. So my weight is even in my feet. From here, I'm going to bring my elbows nice and tight to my side, And I'm going to extend my arms into a tricep extension, back to start position, and squeeze the upper back to row. So we have a tricep extension, back to start, row, back to start. And we're just rotating for the full minute. So we're really focusing on that tricep extension and the squeezing of the shoulder blades together. Now for the row, I like to face my palms out. Again, I just find it helps set the shoulder joint properly. As long as you're squeezing the back, that's the most important. All right, next exercise, we're gonna keep the dumbbells. Now we're transitioning into a bicep curl to a shoulder press, okay? Now I want you to take this nice and slow, keeping the abs tight, really focusing on squeezing the biceps and then the shoulders. We wanna move slow because I wanna try to get you guys to eliminate any sort of momentum that will take away from your strength. So we don't wanna be swinging and using momentum. We want to be actually using our muscles, so nice and slow and controlled. Squeezing as hard as we can and pushing up as high as we can. All while keeping our abs nice and tight. More seconds. Break. Nice job. Okay, so we have 40 seconds left of our break. And again, we're gonna repeat this 2 more times, and then we have 1 more superset. We're gonna feel this in our arms tomorrow. All right, we have about 10 more seconds. I'm just gonna set up, so I'm gonna grab my dumbbells, feet shoulder width apart, slight bend in the knee, neutral spine as I push my hips back a bit. And from here, I'm gonna bring my elbows up, extend the arms into a tricep extension, back to start, and squeeze the shoulder blades together and the elbows into your back pocket for a row. Again, try your best not to use momentum for these exercises. We really want to focus on muscle activation and strengthening our muscles. So we gotta slow it down a bit. Next exercise. So we're transitioning now into our bicep curl to our shoulder press. So nice and strong in the core, squeezing the biceps to bring the weights up, and then squeezing the shoulders to raise the weights overhead, and controlling ourselves back down. No swinging, or try not to. Doing great, keep going. Go at your own pace, but try to push yourself and try to challenge yourself, because that's how we get better. Almost there. Break. Don't want to lose my timer there. All right, so we have one more superset, or one more round of this superset, and then we go into our last superset. So let's push hard with these weights. Got 15 seconds. Shake out the arms. Let's set up. Feet planted in the ground. Grab the ground with your feet. Push the hips back. And let's get into our tricep extension to a row. Remember, when you're in a bent over position, always keep your abs nice and tight. So think about keeping your chest proud, but also keeping your ribs tucked in. Almost there. Whew. Okay, next exercise. Last one of this one, we've got our curl to our shoulder press. Ready? Let's go. Don't forget to breathe. Sometimes when you get so focused on what muscles to activate, you can forget to breathe. So I always like to remind people, don't forget to breathe. Almost there, keep going. Stay in control. All right, nice job. Okay, let's put the weights down while we take our rest. Shake out the arms. Take a few controlled deep breaths. Grab some water if you have to. 30 more seconds. So for our next superset, you will need your weights. So I'm gonna grab onto my weights now. We start in 10 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and show you our first exercise, which will be a chest fly. So I have my dumbbells. I'm going to lay down on my mat. Core stays tight. I'm starting with the dumbbells just above my shoulders here, together in the center. Now I'm keeping my abs tight and I'm controlling the weight all the way down, as far down as you can go until your elbows touch the ground, if you can. And I'm squeezing the chest to come back up. So the focus here is controlling the weight down and squeezing the chest to come back up. Again, I inhale all the way down, exhale with the squeeze. Make sure you're using your back muscles when you lower the weight to keep it in control. And then again, squeezing the chest to bring it up. If your dumbbells feel too light for this exercise, try to just focus more on the squeeze. Activate. All right, next exercise. I'm putting one dumbbell down, keeping only the other, and I'm standing up from here, and we're doing a dumbbell halo. So I'm holding my dumbbell like this, keeping the abs nice and tight, and from here, I'm bringing the dumbbell all the way behind my head and drawing a halo around, just like so. So we're actually working on a little bit of shoulder mobility with this exercise, But the key is to keep your abs tight, especially when the weight is behind you. You don't want to be moving your whole body like this, all right? So in 3 seconds, I'm gonna switch direction. Okay, so I'm gonna switch direction now for the other half of the minute. Try to keep the dumbbell nice and close to your head. So we're drawing a nice and tight little halo, controlling movement, keeping the abs really, really, really tight. A few more seconds. Might feel a bit of a burn in the triceps now. Okay, rest. Nice job, guys. Shake out the arms. Whew, that's hot. More seconds for a rest. Again, we're repeating this 2 more times for the superset, which is our last one. So I just want to say real quick before starting the next round, again, if an exercise is too easy, focus on squeezing and contracting the muscles a little bit harder, okay? So we're gonna set up for my chest fly. And let's go, right away. As I bring the weights out to my side, I'm really squeezing my core to stay stable. Keeping everything in control. Switch. So I'm dropping one dumbbell, keeping the other into a standing position, and we're doing the halo. So tight abs, you can even squeeze your butt, because don't forget, our glutes are a huge part of our core, so we're keeping our whole core nice and tight. Dumbbell goes all the way behind your head if you can. Try to exhale as the weight goes behind you. That will help to activate your abs a little bit more. And switch direction. Almost there, keep going. Time. All right. Shake it out. So this one you could feel in multiple places. You might feel in your weakest link, so you might feel it in your back, you might feel it more in your shoulders. I'm feeling it in my triceps after those eccentric push-ups. Really feeling it in the back of my arms now. But as long as you're feeling it in your arms, your upper body, and there's no pain, then we're on the right track. Okay, we have 15 seconds. One more round. Let's set up. Okay, so we're on to our chest fly. Ready? Let's go. A little close to that elephant. Don't forget to control every movement. Keep going. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. All right, let's switch. Up onto our mats. And we're doing our halo. So don't forget, abs tight, butt tight. And keeping that halo nice and close. Focusing on really getting that dumbbell all the way behind our heads, but keeping our core tight. So we don't want back extension like that. We want to keep our core tight so our spine stays neutral. And switch ways. Rotate the other way. If you have good control, feel free to speed up the movement just a little bit. Again, this should still be a very controlled movement, but if your weight is light enough and you have control, then feel free to speed it up a little. We are almost done, keep going. And time. Nice job. Thank you so much for joining me for this upper body workout. We got really good strength workout in. We touched on a little bit of everything in the upper body. We balanced it with some push and some pull exercises, some weighted and unweighted exercises. So if you did like this workout, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to give my cool down routine a watch and go through that to make sure you cool down properly, give yourself a nice stretch. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.